Hey everyone, I wanted to talk really quickly about the act of looking inward. I think so much of our time is spent trying to blame others for things that are going on in our lives, things that have happened to us, things that other people have done, which have resulted in the situation that we are now currently in. And I don't think enough time, if any at all, is spent really owning the part that we play in every situation that is in our lives. Uh, to go off of my own current experiences, just as an example, I've had some chronic lower back issues for a few years now, maybe a little bit longer. And if you go off of Chinese medicine or psychology or the back is a lot of times related to support. So if you are not feeling like you're getting enough support, that could manifest in back issues. And when I first heard that, it resonated really well with me. I'm a single father who works 12 to 14-hour days. And then on the days that I don't work, I have my daughter. And I'm, in school, trying to get through school, trying to figure out when I'm going to study. And my closest family is maybe 45 minutes away. So I feel a lot of times like I'm kind of doing everything on my own. So the idea of not getting the support that I need really resonates with me when I think about it, and I think that could play a large role into the back issues that I'm having, especially because after MRIs and X-rays, there's physically nothing wrong with my back. So I thought about it, and I was kind of like, well, yeah, I'm not getting the support that I need. I don't have my tribe set up here. I don't have my people. I don't have family that's close by that can help me, do things I can delegate to. I don't have a wife. I don't have, someone, any kind of partner that can, help me on a daily basis. And all the pieces kind of seem to fit together. And the more I thought about it, the more I started asking myself, well, am I giving myself the support that I need from myself? My emotional support, my physical support. Am I taking care of myself? Am I allowing my physical and mental well-being, to be at its peak performance? And the more I thought about it, the more I hated to admit that the answer was no. I was not doing that. I have not been giving myself the attention that I deserve. And when I came to that realization, it really sucked for a minute because I wanted to blame other people. I wanted to blame, outside of me. I didn't want to turn inward, and I didn't want to admit that what I was doing could very well be contributing to my current position. So, however, when I did do that, and when I started owning my part in my life, and where my life is at, where I am at physically, mentally, financially, in all aspects, when I started owning that and realizing that I did play and that I do play a very large role in that situation, it actually becomes really empowering because it allows me to feel like I have a certain amount of control over my situation. Whereas before, if I blamed other people, sure, I didn't have to take the blame, but it was kind of me giving my power away because I don't have control over anyone else. I don't have control over how people act towards me. I don't have control over what they decide to do with their lives, whether they decide to help or not, whether or not they decide to support me in the way that I need it. I have no control over that. So if I own my part and say, okay, well, what I have been doing up until this point has been contributing to, my physical ailments, my dis-ease, then that allows me to make some changes in my own personal actions, which can then, result in better health, whether it's physical or mental. And it's just a way of taking our power back. So as much as it sucks, like really sucks sometimes, to take ownership of the shit that we stir up, because we do stir it up. It's not just everyone else around us. We're part of it. And our actions contribute to everything that goes on. So my invitation to you this week or today is to sit down and ask yourself, well, what's my part in this? If there's something that's going on with you, if you're arguing with somebody, if your relationships are in turmoil, if you're unhappy with your job, if you're whatever it is, sit down and really ask yourself, what part do I play in this? And it could be something as simple as the fact that you're letting it continue. Some things are well within your reach as far as having them end, just by saying, you know what, I'm not going to be a part of this anymore. I choose to leave. If it's a bad relationship and you're sitting there saying, why is this relationship so crappy? I don't want to be in this relationship. Then get out. That's your choice. But your part in that situation is that you're choosing to stay. So as much as it may suck to take on ownership of some of this stuff, it's good if you allow yourself to get really, really honest with yourself. You may find a lot of opportunities for you to take your power back and start to feel empowered again. Have a great day. Be good to yourselves.